Excelente, Herr August.
Hey, welcome back to another episode. And if you're new to the show, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little subscribe button and the bell notification and whatever else we're supposed to say. But
Party on, Dave.
Party on, Danny C. All right.
All right.
There's the distinction between Wayne Campbell, where it was like, all right, and then you got fucking Mitch Kramer, who's...
Yeah.
my two favorite gestures in movie history. Those two.
The Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
He was adorable. All right, got to get caffeinated because I don't sleep.
Don't sleep.
No, just what you think. That song's been coming up a lot lately. Did somebody die from the band?
I don't think so.
Or is there some significant news with Gwen? Because I don't know.
I don't know. There's no doubt about it.
Ooh.
Oh!
Yeah, we'll get it. So yeah, we kind of had a bit of an idea of we were going to do one thing, but we don't feel like we were prepared enough to dive into it. So if all goes well, if not next week, then possibly in 2.5 weeks, we'll be doing this. So there should be no excuses at that point. So, but we realize it's been a long time since we did a con episode, and also it's June. It's the middle of 2026. So we thought we would I believe I did this with Joe last year, where we kind of did like a mid-year recap. Yeah, so we thought we'd give that a crack.
Yeah, come back, discuss a little bit about 2026 so far. Some highs, some lows. And we're trying to, and I don't really want to get into spoilers for a lot of this.
Some mids, some lows.
Right. And we don't have to, we're not going to get too spoiler crazy with that, because I don't think that's fair for everybody, and, you know, to not get caught up, because a lot of the good stuff has pretty much come out recently too, so they haven't been able to digest it, you know. Yeah,
there's a few potential bangers still due out for the remainder of the year.
Yeah,
I don't see us getting into too much spoiler, because I'm sure some of these movies we'll probably want to actually do like an there we go, the obligatory hiccup fest. Yeah, there's at least a handful of movies we would still like to dedicate an episode to, so that's why we figured we would just graze over the year so far. But kicking it all off, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
We went to New Jersey Horror Con and Film Festival, because we always go there. Did we settle on what the name of the fucking town is that they moved to just next to Edison?
Iselin, New Jersey?
Yeah, okay.
So
sure.
This was different from the New Jersey Convention Center.
Yeah, the Delta Hotel Woodbridge.
Yeah, the Delta Hotel in Woodbridge is basically all the same, right off Route 1.
Yeah, I think it was, 10 minutes away from the old hotel in Edison that we went to?
That was a convention center.
This is more... Oh, wait, yeah, that is the one. So, hopefully it was just a matter of double booking, and this year was a glitch.
No.
Because even though this is all about talking about our experience and, you know, some of the highs and lows of our day, yeah, I wasn't feeling this place.
Yeah, I like the place in Edison a little bit better.
Yeah.
This is always an intimate horror convention.
And it was still there.
Oh, yeah.
As far as casual encounters with the guests there and things like that. But I don't know, it just felt off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was like cluttered. I don't know, it felt kind of cluttered, but on the other hand, the fact that one side of the building was the celebs, the other side was the vendors.
And previously, all the rooms were kind of connected together.
Yeah, I mean, everything was separated, but yeah, this is kind of to an extreme. Or maybe to some extent, you know, they just kind of threw this together in the sense of, all right, they got to really take in what works, what doesn't work, go over the floor plan, and maybe they'll be more, not efficient, but I'm not even saying it to shit on it. I don't know. I guess I was spoiled by the other place, so.
And I think we've been there to the New Jersey Convention Center in Edison. I think we've been there like at least a dozen times, I think, between sideshows and stuff.
Yeah.
And this is something different from then. They might have got a different contract to go outside of where they were.
Got a better rate.
Yeah.
Or something.
Right. And it's a hotel, right? So your guests can stay there. You don't have any issues with them running behind and having to travel over from a different hotel somewhere else, and it keeps everybody local and it keeps them there.
Just depends on who's there, and if they partied hard the night before, then yeah, they might be like an hour or so late.
Yeah, and there was some tight spots in there, especially with the celebs and meeting meeting them, because I just felt like that room is a lot smaller than the other room in Edison.
Again, there was still that intimate feel, and again, as much as they had the two sections spaced off, it almost felt more crowded than like a Monster Mania. How we always talk about, you got all these vendors going down the fucking hallway, but then you got the photo ops going through there and all this shit, and
that's so chaotic when going to Monster Mania.
Yeah. And I still love going there, but there's definitely, if you're claustrophobic or don't like, being warm or stuffy, things like that. Yeah, I've heard people complain about that kind of thing. Again, as much as I despise people, hey, if I break a sweat there, I'm fine with that. But yeah, this almost felt more crowded, although it shouldn't. I don't know. It was just weird.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's a different place, which is fine.
But, it's still... I
mean, we went to the one last year up in Allentown, PA, right, for PA HorrorCon.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and that was at a hotel, and that was a lot smaller venue.
Yeah.
But that wasn't they didn't have as many guests there either.
Yeah. So hopefully, like I said, it's just a matter of this is their first time around. Now they'll maybe look for some feedback and shit like that, and
make some adjustments.
If they're going to stay, if this is the hotel where they're going to be doing it for the unforeseeable future, I guess I don't even want to say learn from their mistakes. Like, I don't even know what I would do to make it better, other than going back to the other place.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully they can iron out the bugs, and in the years to come, But again, as far as the overall, mood, attitude, whatnot, like, it still had that intimate feel that you get from New Jersey HorrorCon.
And I always enjoy this one a little bit differently. Like, it doesn't have the pop of the celeb factor and the guests as a Monster Mania would, but they're able to reel in some good guests that you might not see all the time, and randomly, and it might be tied to one of your favorite movies that you enjoy, and they could be a side character and such. And New Jersey HorrorCon, they're notorious for that. They're able to pull in some people that you don't see all the time, which is good for us. I mean, we're
for the most part, Monster Mania tends to focus. I mean, they definitely have their staples.
Yeah.
That they get most of the times, and
they get their Doug Bradleys, they get their Robert Englunds.
But as far as the big names, they definitely shoot for getting a handful of those. New Jersey Con, they got more, I guess, range. They kind of run the spectrum a little more, but even like their lowest of people are still pretty good.
I mean, they had David Howard Thornton years ago. Listen, I've always had a good time at every New Jersey HorrorCon or sideshow I've ever been to. So, they must be doing something well. And like I said, you get a different group of people too that might be, that won't go to Monster Mania, that'll go to New Jersey HorrorCon and vice versa.
Yeah.
And we're able to double dip, and we're lucky. I know that some places don't have that many horror conventions, and us living in the Northeast in South Jersey, we were able to go to like an Oaks, PA, or Cherry Hill, New Jersey, or Woodbridge, Edison, Island, New Jersey. There's Maryland, not too far from us. I mean, we're pretty lucky you were just out in Gettysburg for a horror convention out there. I mean, they had Jeffrey Combs out there.
Yeah, for Creature Feature. And even though it's not horror, but once in a while they get some horror gems there. But then you got the Fan Expo in Philly.
Oh, yeah. That just went through. They had the whole Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that was the same week. And I saw some videos. Yeah. I don't know if he posted or not, but I did see a few on the HorrorCon Facebook page. Yeah, we're fucking old. We're the new boomers. But videos of Elijah Wood, and he's now pretty high on my list as far as wanting to meet.
Oh, I heard he's like a blast.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't seem to take things too seriously.
Yeah.
He just seems appreciative, but kind of a goof too.
And he does it.
And knowing he's a horror fan.
He's a horror fan. He's did a lot of things recently.
Yeah.
Yellow Jackets. He was in season 3. Ready or Not 2.
Oh, all right. So, I still haven't watched that. Yeah. Spoilers for the second half of the show.
Yeah. But we're pretty lucky to have a lot of different conventions, and that we're able to appeal to us, that we're able to go to, and we don't have to travel 4, 5, 6, 7 hours to get to some of these places that
and there's been
have a good setup.
There's been a couple times over the years where, again, that was it the Steel City Con or what's the horror show they have out there?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Steel City Con. But I think that's just more than.
That's more of a general.
It's more. Yeah.
Con.
Yeah. They get a mix.
But there's been a couple shows that happen out that way that it's like one of these times I'm going to take the hike over there. And even though it's like an 8-hour drive, sometimes because I almost went there one time because Combs and Crampton were going to be there.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I missed out on it. I'll never have to. Ooh, he's coming to Gettysburg.
Yeah. I did the one when I went to, Hartford last year to Connecticut.
Yeah.
That was the furthest I ever went, but that was a lot of driving in one day, and it was just like...
Oh, so you went round trip?
Oh, I went
on
round
the one
trip.
day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were staying up there.
No. I'd left at like 6 in the morning. I got there at like a little after 10 because it took me like 4.5 hours to get there.
Okay.
And then spent the whole entire day there, and then came home, and by the time I got home, it was like 10:30, 11, and I was like... Now, it was granted I had to drive the whole time. My daughter was with me, and that was her first con, so I wanted her to experience that and have a lot of fun, and she did, and I'm glad I went. But yeah, so New Jersey Horror Con, we went there on Saturday.
It's funny how until now I didn't realize, wow, we are in a pretty sweet spot, because I forgot about Connecticut too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are nicely positioned for a nice selection of cons.
Right. So. Can't go to all of them, or else I'd be broke like I'm after.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm
after going
anyway,
to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between meeting guests and YOLOing.
Yeah, that you did.
Yeah. I heard Joe in the back of my, back of my head.
You still got the Joe Devil on your shoulder.
Yeah. YOLO. But to me, it's all worth it.
Yeah, my man over there looks, as you said last week, it's a beaut, Clark. Your new centerpiece up there.
Oh, I got a Pinhead.
Yes.
I got what's that, 1/4 size?
God, where were they when we were kids?
This one talks too.
Yeah, I saw that, but when I saw that on the box, though, there was part of me like, please tell me it's like a mini animatronic. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Even if he just spoke and did this.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah, I was as soon as I saw that last toy store had posted that they were there and they did their video, I think Friday.
Okay.
And
yeah, they usually do like a setup.
Like, hey, this is our setup. Come and visit us.
And boy, did we.
Yeah. So I saw that. I saw that prior, and I had my eye on it when I saw that video Friday night. So it was Saturday when I first saw them. I was like, where's it at? And they were like, oh, it's right here. $200.
I wanted that Angela so bad, but I couldn't justify spending that
The
much.
custom Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
As much as I fucking love that price didn't feel right in the moment.
Yeah.
Even though it would have kind of been worth it, but I don't think... And I don't have anybody to justify my spending to. Well, bill collectors, obviously.
I mean, but
it was
rare.
like,
it's rare to see a Sleepaway Camp custom-made character.
And that was just with the knife, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I already forget. I just remember I loved it, but that I didn't get it.
She had the Camp Bowerwalk or
yeah,
the shirt and the red shorts and.
But it was what, a little like 8-9 inch figure.
Yeah, I think it was like 8.
Like, it looked amazing.
The detail on it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was like a 1 of 1. It was like $250, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
If I had unlimited spending, I would have bought that. Hands down, I would have bought that.
I thought about it, even though it was always like a 40% yes, and yeah, I had to stay strong. Hopefully other people will think that in case I ever bump into it again before anyone else buys it, and I might feel differently, but...
I like a lot of their custom work, though.
Yeah. Even their little... What the fuck's the mascot's name? Now they got their little plushies of their little...
the green monster guy?
Yeah, their little green monster guy.
I forget.
Sorry, Lauren. Start. I honestly forget. I have no fucking clue. I've heard...
Lauren?
Is it?
Yeah.
I've heard both so many times. It's like, hey, Laura.
Yeah, I know she calls JC CJ just on purpose now that he messed her name up.
And then our fucking guy, was it Rich?
Oh, Rich from Horrible Art. Mm-hmm. We got some new tapestries.
That's another tough one to walk by. Well, tough. It's painful in the wallet.
Right. It's like, which one? There's so many.
And he's the one. He's got like the neon, like little 5x7s too, right? The paintings.
Yeah. The one's good for the black light.
Yeah.
Yeah. I picked up a couple of those before.
Like, I could dump a mortgage payment into those alone.
Yeah.
Like the tapestries are like the least of my worries.
I did ask him if he could make me a couple from Return of the Living Dead. So I'm hopeful that he can give me some Freddy action. You know, I like random things for Return of the Living Dead. It doesn't always have to be trash and suicide, but you know.
Or Tarman.
Or Tarman, which I ended up buying 3 more Tarman.
Yeah.
that I didn't have.
And you're fucking asking, wait, do I have this one? I'm like, dude, as far as I'm concerned, you got all of them.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know.
Yeah, Tarman's got a shrine in the podcast studio, but yeah, I would like Rich to make me a Freddy where he's got the acid in his eyes from Return of the Living Dead, and I think he was talking about possibly.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other Freddy. Okay, yeah, that. Oh, well, yeah, I do remember you mentioning that to him.
Yeah, maybe I can get one of those next time. But yeah, I think I picked up a few new tapestries for the studio. I just got to figure out where to put them. So I think Critters.
Yeah, well,
you got Halloween 2. I got Fright Night.
I still got to figure out where
Gremlins
where I'm hanging that. Yeah, so Gremlins 2, Fright Night,
Critters.
Oh wait, yeah, that was 4 total, right?
Yeah.
You got 2, I got 1. He's like, I'll throw you a fucking Gremlins.
Rich is great. I love his work he puts out. I'm always gonna support him and get more shit to add to the studio.
I didn't even notice it until today. When did you get your giant Chucky Funko? Is that a recent thing, or is that recently dug up?
It was a gift given to me from my daughter, Bella. She was so kind to clean out her room, and she donated all of her horror collectibles that she didn't want to store in there anymore to me, which included the large-ass Chucky doll from Child's Play 2, Funko.
Oh, yeah, never mind. There's a number 2 right there.
Yeah.
I just looked up and saw, I'm like, that's a big-ass Funko.
And then they got me the Glenn and Glenda dolls.
Yes.
They got me Glenda for Father's Day, so it was like hey, we're going to be on vacation.
From your daughter's a new daughter.
Yeah. I got Glenda. So I got the whole family now, the whole Chucky family. With Chucky, Tiffany.
Glenn is absolutely judging me right now.
Yeah.
I don't like the way he's staring at me.
He's fucking staring at you.
Fuck that kid.
But they got a whole collection of fucking Child's Play now and Chucky.
You got your Tarman display over there, you got your Child's Play display over here, and you got the fucking the Avengers of Horror building up over there. Underneath that beautiful Tarman fucking neon.
Yeah.
Or blacklight dang acrylic something.
Yeah, I still need more stuff, but
yeah, one of these days we'll have to figure out an extra day that we're both available and reassess everything that we got here and I guess semi-redecorate. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm still almost 4 years and I'm still trying to figure out lighting in this fucking place.
Yeah. Do we need more lighting or do we need less?
We need properly positioned.
Yeah.
See, this is, I would say it's our fault, but I'll take 80% of that blame if we would get off our asses and figure, I don't know. They don't need an excuse, but I feel like we kind of do. Even though we've blatantly been told, no, just pick up the phone. But whenever we get the Black Av guys back here, they make movies. Maybe they can give us some lighting tips.
Yeah.
And I so badly want to talk about them. But until it's like 99% confirmation on some things and... Yeah, I'm not going to touch it, but who knows? Maybe by year's end, there could be some fun anecdotal something pertaining to those guys. But boy, did they make us feel welcome. Like not even 10 minutes of walking through the fucking gate there.
Oh, yeah.
At that show. Those guys know how to make an impression.
Yeah, I think you went into the bathroom, and then I see Ron Black, coming around the corner. Hey, Ron, what's going on?
You want to talk about I'll make them an offer he can't refuse. But yeah, but the two of them, they keep motherfucking us. Anytime we run into those guys, what are you having us back over? It's like, we want it, but again, it's probably mostly me overthinking it, even though they said just fucking call. We would love to come hang out and record again. They always got something to promote, so it's not like we got to worry about, oh, do you guys have anything in the works? No, these guys are
they got like a million things they're working on.
And one of them being a fucking anthology that, it looks like they're putting their fucking heart and soul into this project.
Right.
And it's been going on for quite some time, not to mention like 12 other ideas they have in the so it's not like, oh, do you guys have anything going on? They got a project. We could do an hour episode them just talking about all their fucking projects at this point. Yeah. But yet I feel like even though we kind of threw the fucking the draft thing together last minute, it's like, even if we just had a loose thing like, oh, what could we have them talk about? Like, I don't know.
No, I think when they were here, we did an episode for like 2 hours. It was live streaming.
Yeah.
So you can go back and watch that live streaming with Black Av.
Our fantasy draft, our 3-year anniversary episode.
Yeah. And I think we finished up at like 9 o'clock, and then they didn't walk out of the house until like 12:31 in the morning.
Yeah, what was it? 7 to 9 we did the live.
Yeah. And then we were just talking.
And we went over, wrapped up. I'm packing up all my equipment to get out of here. Yeah, those fucking guys, man, they can fucking talk, and they got great stories, amazing sense
Chris
of...
and Ron are great. They're fucking awesome.
They're psychopaths. That's why we get along with them.
Oh, yeah.
That's their fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, dark humor, just twisted and fucking... You know, everybody's heard us talk about Swine and Dine plenty of times. So if you haven't seen that, you got to watch it fucking anyway, especially since there have been rumors of them making it a feature still.
Full feature.
But then also, just in the past few months, they put out The Party Fire. Fucking great 20-minute thing going on there. They got post-credit scenes and everything. It's.
I mean, they're working with Ginger Lynn.
Yeah.
Rebecca Love, they got coming up. Lou Temple.
Yeah. Irene Sullivan.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of people that are in a lot of these indie horror movies already.
Yeah. Including last week's OnlyFans, Miss Ginger.
Miss Ginger.
But yeah, and it's, again, they just always have ideas. Not to mention they're always contributing in some way to other people's projects and shit. Yeah, we're going to talk about cons, and meanwhile, we're just blowing Black Av again.
Yeah. Nah, the guys are great.
But yeah, they're just fun guys, and you know, they
catching up with them at the convention.
Yeah, they know how to make, you know, they know how to make people feel special, and they're just always networking, always making connections. And again, when they were in last time, who would have thought, like, you know, oh yeah, we got this other project we're working on. We got fucking Lou Temple showing up, you know, to be part of it. And yeah, all the other people you mentioned. It's like, these guys are good.
Yeah.
And they make fun content. So.
And a lot of that New Jersey Horror Convention that we go to, they know a lot of the people there. A lot of the guests know them.
Yeah.
You know, they're making their rounds. And Ron's got a stream tattoo before the movie was even put out.
Yeah.
You know, we've been seeing him, you know, a lot since then. Whether it's the conventions or having him over, they've been on the show. Promoting Astral Paranormal as well.
Which, yeah, we got to talk to those guys again too.
Which was nice to see Mark. I haven't, you know.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but yeah. I remember you, either you or JC pointed him out, and it's like, oh yeah, I got to catch up with him, and
yeah.
That
guy does amazing work too.
For the most part, I had a good time there, but yeah, I was definitely not in a good headspace that whole day, so. Yeah, I was just kind of off, and even though we talked to a lot of fucking people, there was a lot I missed out on too.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
Mark was one of them. I really wanted to, like, I missed out on a chance to even like walk up and say hi to him, because yeah, he was a good time too.
Yeah.
Coming on the show.
Yeah, and going to the theater, the Everett Theater in Delaware.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
And see that whole gang. Yeah, and we still even have people from there that mentioned they want to come on, and yeah, wow. 2020s have been fucking shit, man. I've been off.
Yeah, but listen, at the convention, there was a Friday the 13th Part 2 reunion.
45 years.
45 years.
And,
not 38?
38? Yes, I remembered that one.
Well, this one's 45 years.
So I finally, because this is probably like the third show I saw or went to that Bill Randolph was at, and I finally fucking went to meet him. Obviously, then you could walk up and the two of you were comparing Italian roots and shit.
Oh, yeah. Bill played Jeff in Friday the 13th Part 2, which I told him, I was like, man, you were a lucky son of a bitch. Oh, and yeah, of course. I wanted to meet Lauren Marie again, but I kind of had to pick and choose, so I opted to meet Kirsten instead. Yeah, Lauren Marie Taylor is always at New Jersey Horror Con. I think the last half a dozen times, and she's done some of the sideshows as well. Yeah,
between that and it seems like she's showing up to at least every other event in fucking Blairstown. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, she plays Vicky, so she's the one with she always brings the brown underwear.
Did I hear her say it, or somebody else mentioned it?
This might be one of the last cons that she's doing the
in costume photo op, which I'm not happy about that.
I made sure that I got her before to sign the 8x10 of her with the holding up the brown panties. So
yeah.
I think that's the one. A lot of people, when I was talking to somebody that's maybe watched Friday the 13th Part 2 once or twice, and I mentioned her name, they were like, "Oh, is that the one with the brown panties?" And
No, the one with the puck.
the one with the puck. I'm like, yes, absolutely. But yeah, meeting Bill was pretty cool. Bill was great. Bill Randolph. I was like, oh man, the girl that you were with in the movie, she was amazing. And I think I had a crush on her when I was a kid. And he's like, yeah. I was like, she doesn't do any of these conventions, and I think she's gone through a lot of crazy stuff in her life. And yeah, she's got Bill said a lot of very positive things about her, and was hopeful that one day, she'll be able to make her way around this way. Marta Kober,
Yes.
who plays Sandra, which was his girlfriend in the movie.
And you got to meet a sober Warrington Gillette.
Yeah.
So
Warrington Gillette was
my condolences.
unmasked Jason in Part 2.
He's another one, a really fun fucking guy. And yeah, I don't want to brag, but I feel like the Waldorf experience of a plastered Warrington was just.
So you went to the
focus.
Abaddon where they had Warrington Gillette there?
Yeah, it was. I think it was their season opener last year.
Okay.
And they were trying to make a mini event out of it, and they were having dinner with Jason.
Nice.
And the Warrington was there. He was hanging out, and they had a little beer stand, or a little drink stand there. He hung out the whole night, but he wasn't actively involved with everything going on that night. So people are getting tours through the fucking Abaddon. There was a bunch of other shit going on. So he was just chilling in the tent and having drinks. And, towards the end of the night, he was still hanging out there. Me and JC went over to go talk to him. And yeah, he was a lot of fun. He was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
He was pretty tame here.
I mean, he was still fun. He still has his machetes for sale.
He's got his machetes for sale, and he's got his book he had written.
Oh yeah. It's cool to see him still excited about a 45-year-old role.
Yeah, I think he only had like a few roles anyway.
And this obviously he's always going to be known as Jason.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great that it's not even just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing now, and it's good to meet the fan. Like, he seems like he's excited about doing cons.
Yeah, that was the first time I met him because I didn't go to the Waldorf.
The Abaddon.
Yeah, that was the first time I was able to meet him. I think he's the 5th Jason I've met.
I realized, except for Monster Mania got Kurtzinger.
Yeah, I saw they got Kurtzinger coming up this year. They're doing a Freddy vs. Jason photo op.
That's what I hear.
Yeah,
would have been a lot cooler if they at least gave Kane that much for a photo op. But
so
I think of all the alive Jasons, I think it's. Well, we're penciled in to meet Ari.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks. So outside of that, I think it's
I got Warrington
and Mears I have left.
Yeah, I met Mears, met Warrington, met Hodder, met Ron, the ambulance driver. Mm-hmm. What the fuck's his name? Tom? No, what is it? Dick?
Weand? I always said Wieland.
Yeah.
Or Wyland.
Yeah.
You related to that singer guy that OD'd? Yeah, so I forgot about that. Yeah, Tom's still, he's popping in the occasional con, so I guess I got to meet him too.
Yeah, and you and CJ Graham.
All right, so let's see. Warrington, CJ, Hodder, Dick. Yes, I'm counting Dick.
I've met Mears, so that's 5.
Why did I think I met more? There's 3.5 still in somewhat rotation, so
yeah,
that's just, I think that's it as far as the living ones. I shouldn't say that because I need to meet Ari. And right now, that's in the cards, but I don't want to manifest some fucking tragedy, and I miss an opportunity to not meet him.
Yeah.
And I hear Mears is the
nicest
fucking sweetheart.
Mears is the nicest.
He's an 8-foot tall sweetheart.
Yeah, he was great with my daughter when she met him at CT Horror Fest.
Yeah.
So, and then we also got to meet Kirsten Baker, who played Terry.
Mm-hmm.
She was the owner of Muffin in the movie.
Yes, this is true.
And known for wearing the Mickey Mouse shirt that was 10 times too small for her.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And if I recall correctly, a certain occasional guest of ours was Kirsten was her gateway into, some would say, an obsession with a certain hockey mask character.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Because I remember as a kid, seeing Friday the 13th Part 2 all the time, and my dad would be like, "Close your eyes." Yeah.
Dad, I've seen an ass before.
Dad, Dad, I got my eyes closed, Dad.
That really was the best. No wonder nobody trusts anyone. We brag about like, oh, our parents with certain things ran with the honor system, and we were not honorable at all about it. And then we wonder why don't parents trust their kids? Yeah, we fucked it because we're the parents and we know what we did.
I didn't beat around the bush with my kids. I'm like, there it is, watch it. You know, you're gonna see it one way or another. You might as well see it now. So
I guess it's because of our upbringing that I never had an issue with that either.
But yeah, Terry, I think we were like, I think we need to put some type of fundraiser together for Muffin and get her a prop muffin to take with her to all the events.
Yes.
And you guys were talking about the movie Midnight Madness.
I can't believe I forgot about that until I saw it on her banner. It was like, fuck yeah, she wasn't that.
Yeah, so then I was watching it like a year and a half ago, I remember, and
they were like back to back, because wasn't Midnight Madness like 80?
Yeah, so Midnight Madness was 80. That was David Naughton. Michael J. Fox was in there. You can find it out there. It's an old, but she plays, the girl on the roller skates at the school. Mm-hmm. Or at the college, I should say. And
she was Roller Girl before Roller Girl.
Yeah, it was kind of nice to talk to her about that, too. And I was like, wow, she looks familiar. She's from Friday the 13th Part 2. But
and then, yeah, they had fucking half of Stream there.
Yeah, pretty much. I know some of them had canceled at the last minute, but...
Yeah, it was, like 2 of them that ended up having to bail? But I think there were 2 highlights of that group. One, fucking Michael was like a child on Christmas Eve. With Scary Movie being days away from being released, like, you could see it in his eyes how thrilled he was. That it was just about to come out and that he got to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Like, that was amazing to watch. And then, of course, I mean, their whole gang has always been cool. But seeing Liana again, and I think I finally believe her because so this is like the 3rd show she's been to that we were at.
Yep.
And like we walked up, hey guys, what's going? And I had to call her out explaining like that just proves what a great actress you are, because you genuinely make us believe that you really remember us. And it's not just, and she's like, no, you were my first show ever. So it's like, okay, I'm willing to believe that she remembers us then.
Yeah.
Whether or not it was a good memory, I don't know.
I said the same thing. I was like, so you remember us? She's like, you were my first podcast. And
of course we could have taken that to a dark place, but her amazing husband was hanging out with her. So we had to be respectable, because I only talked to him for like a minute or 2, but he seems like an amazing fucking guy as well.
Yeah, and they just got a puppy they're raising. So
yeah, like they are my new favorite super couple.
Yeah, and she's really awesome if you ever get to meet her.
Yeah,
and you get to see Jason Levy, Michael Levy's there, Mark Haynes. You got players. No, I'm sorry,
1, 3, and 4.
1, 3, and 4.
Yes,
David Howard Thornton wasn't there, so, and it was good for me because I have that Stream mashup photo that I've been getting updated.
Your Family Feud poster.
Yeah, the Family Feud with Steve Harvey getting tic-tac-toed across his chest.
A few more autographs. You ain't going to see none of that picture.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a wall of pen.
Which is pretty cool because I like the movie, and on top of that, it's a pretty great cast. So,
and you got 3 more signings on that?
Yeah. So I met Daniel Roebuck, who plays Howard. If you've seen Stream, the Howard character in that movie is hilarious.
He's such a minor character. What was I saying? Like Christy Adams in Only Fangs. Like, that was Roebuck in this movie. Microscopic part, very impressionable part.
Yeah.
He's in it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's got like 2 or 3 scenes in it.
Yeah, very short, and they off him somewhat quickly.
Right.
Pretty much right after the game gets going. But yeah, one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
Him walking through the fucking hallways in that hotel.
He's drunk.
Yeah.
And he's married to Felissa Rose.
Yes. Even though he held his own, you could still tell that Felissa was wearing the pants in that relationship.
Oh, yeah. We met Daniel Roebuck before at one of the Oaks PA. Yeah, Monster Mania.
I can't remember if that was that.
It was right after Terrifier 3 had come out, because he plays the Santa Claus in Terrifier 3.
And he already had a figure for that, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he have a Santa figure?
Yeah.
The fucking mock.
Yeah.
The fake figures that now everybody wants.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. I was talking to him about the Terrifier 3, and he was showing me photos of the whole sequence of the made-up head.
Like his personal photo shoot from that.
Yeah, his photo shoot from Terrifier 3, and hey, that's pretty awesome. I mean, it's the biggest independent horror movie of all time, and for him to be a part of it, he's got an awesome part in that movie, playing the Santa Claus, one of the most notable kills in the movie.
Art's favorite moment in the movie, in the franchise.
In the same scene with Clint Howard.
Yeah.
That bar scene in Terrifier 3.
Yeah.
Daniel Roebuck has been in a ton of Rob Zombie films. You know, he was in
pretty much all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, he even played Grandpa in The Munsters, and
which I still haven't watched. I've been very discouraged from watching that based on what I hear from everyone. Yet, if someone really has to rack their brain to think of any positive, everyone seems to think, or the few people that have given it any credit, was that he was great in it.
Oh yeah,
he was like the only redeemable part of it.
Yeah, he was the only likable part of the movie.
I'll take everyone's word for it.
But he was in Final Destination. But he was in Matlock for like fucking 80 some episodes. But he goes back. His TV career goes way back, and he's always had one-offs on like 250 different shows and shit like that. So
yeah, he's one, because I remember when we talked to Felissa before Stream came out, and she's like, "Oh, I played Danny Roebuck's wife in there," and I remember the name, but honestly, I just didn't connect who he was until the movie came. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy. What else did I see him in? And then afterwards, I pull him up and realize I've seen him in everything since I was a child.
Right. It's ridiculous.
I forgot that he's just been in everything.
Yeah. Dude, the guy's a sweetheart. I know.
And that's another one. Like, he's got the credits. He's done enough things all over the spectrum. He's done a lot of great movies. He's had a bunch of bit parts, he's made appearances in a ton of shows and all, and yet he has the proper amount of arrogance.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I've done a lot of shit and all, but I still appreciate having a career.
Yeah.
And he seems appreciative of his fans as well.
Yeah. So I met him twice. This was enjoyable, but I needed to get the Stream poster because I think I got that poster post meeting him. So as I started getting names signed from him, I'm like, oh, he's going to be here. I might as well get him to sign it and update the Stream poster, the mashup poster. So, we got to see Felissa,
again, because
meeting her for the, I think, 10th time.
It's up there.
Yeah.
I think realistically it's 5 or 6 times for me.
Yeah, I think it's 10 times for me.
Although I kind of lost count because every time it feels like the first time again.
But she's always sweet. She remembers us. I did bring her birthday shots to do some Tito's.
Yeah, somebody brought her a cupcake, and Mosley.
Yeah, so Bill Mosley was right next to Felissa. Felissa's birthday was like a couple days prior to the show.
We went on Saturday, and I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday was her birthday.
Yeah, I think it was a couple days prior.
It was sometime, right, that week.
And here she's stationed right next to Bill Mosley, and he's eyeing up while she's got the big line and everybody's meeting her. He's sitting there like patiently waiting for people to come up, and he's talking to him. He's doing his thing, and he's eyeing her cupcake that somebody had brought her.
I mean, that was enough to feed like a half dozen people. That was, we say cupcake, but it was just a small cake.
Yeah.
Picture that, those fucking ginormous fucking cinnamon rolls that some bakeries sell. Picture that, but it was a cupcake. It was fucking huge. So they ended up cutting it in quarters, and it was enough.
Yeah, he whipped out a knife. She's like, "Well, how are we gonna cut it up?" He's like, "I came prepared."
Lick my cake, you dumb dick.
Yeah, and I tried to get him. I hit record, and as soon as I shut it off, that's what he says.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Fuck, man, I just missed out on that."
We have a memory though.
Yeah. But it was nice. Like I said, we did the birthday shot. And the day before was my daughter's birthday, so I had her do a quick shout out to Bella for her birthday, and she did it, and she was such a sweetheart. And, just talking to her all the time is just, every time we go there, it's something different. We end up talking to her about, and we end up taking up, it felt like 25 minutes we were there in her line, just kind of rapping with her. But yeah, I mean, she's got that pull. She had Bill Mosley on one side, Edward Furlong on the other, and then James DeBello was right next to him. And then they're sharing the cupcake right in front of us, and James DeBello comes right up, and he's like, "Oh, what? I'll take a piece of that too."
Wonder if his piece gave him a yeast infection. He's done some great stuff, but that's my favorite line.
Scary movie
ever.
too.
Yeah. Oh, you're giving me a yeast infection, man.
Also got to meet Allison Patel, who was in stream as Sophia. She was post-credit in the scene with Bill Moseley and Tim Curry.
Oh yeah.
So we were able to meet her, and she was also in Screamboat.
Yep.
She played one of the main characters in that. So, which was, us to kind of also talk about a different, movie that Fuzz on the Lens production group was involved with as well.
Yep.
So Mike Levy and Jason and that team involved in Screamboat and kind of talking to her. She was great. She was a sweetheart.
She's another one that I'm an old man. I don't know why it's like, oh, I don't know if I would want to meet this person. What if they're an asshole? And it's just like, you go up and whatever happened. All the weird shit that I've done, not intentionally, but with some of these celebs, not knowing when to bite my tongue and things like that. The fact that some people I still get nervous of meeting, and it's not like Combs, I was shitting a brick. She's got a handful of credits, 2 that I remember seeing, and yet it was like, I don't know, what if she's a bitch? And yeah, couldn't be any more the opposite.
Yeah, she was so nice.
And the fact that she does have an appreciation for horror, and I don't even remember what sparked it, but I made some random comment, and yeah, that her dedication to indie horror.
Yeah.
She loves the fact that, especially since Terrifier 2, the floodgates have been open and people are actually giving indie films a chance. That they're all getting their theatrical run. I mean, I'm guessing we'll get into it in a little bit, but the whole, we're now in the era of YouTube directors dominating the box office. So yeah, she just seems to have an all-round appreciation for not only the genre, but she loves being a part of this indie movement.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I remember I was impressed by her acting in Screamboat. I thought it was a lot of fun, and you got to take it for what it's worth. That movie, it's not it's not meant to be serious. It's a comedic horror.
It's Steamboat Willie's a serial killer.
Yes.
Sorry, that's like saying you didn't think Sharknado was straight enough.
Right. But I remember looking her up. As I'm watching the movie, I'm like, who is she? I didn't recognize her from where she was from, and I remember that, and it was like, okay, until now, and I think I told her that. I was like, you did really awesome in Screamboat. I enjoyed it for what it was worth, and I love her work and what she did, and she had mentioned about her being involved with Stream 2, so is that post-credit going to turn into part of the movie that you're going to eventually see?
Yeah. And I mean, they did officially announce that fucking
Tim Curry?
Yeah.
There you go. Tim Curry's coming back.
Yeah, that he's they're going to flesh out his
Lockwood character.
Yep. I'm psyched about seeing part 2 anyway, but knowing that he's coming back and they're giving him, he's going to get a little more out of it this time. Very, very excited.
And then the last guy I met was Chris. I'm going to butcher the fuck out. I don't even... Catardo?
We'll have to have him on the show so we can get his pronunciation.
Guttadaro?
That's what I'm guessing. Guttadaro. Sorry,
right.
Chris.
Mr. Welch?
Another gentle giant.
Yeah. I think I talked to him for it felt like 20, 25 minutes.
I think I smoked a half a pack of cigarettes in the time you were talking.
Yeah, he was great. I was able to talk a lot, and he actually played the one couple that gets taken out by the players.
People forget he was in the hot tub as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so
I know there was a
he was in the scene where David Howard Thornton plays player 2 and you got Liana plays player 3, but
you had they were newlyweds, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what you would call it.
They were practically fucking at the checkout counter.
Yeah, the hotel lobby, they were basically fucking.
Yeah, they were getting their freak on, and they managed to get keep it in their pants long enough to get up to that hot tub, and oh boy.
Yeah, he kept on saying that. He couldn't stop laughing every scene with David Howard Thornton. That they kept on redoing the shoots and the scenes for it. So
I can't imagine. Not that that's anything in that's not on anybody's bucket bingo card.
Right.
So I'll never get to experience what it's like shooting a scene with Thornton, but I could imagine you got to have strong will to get through it without losing your shit laughing.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like he is always performing, even when the cameras are off.
Yeah, Chris was great. We were talking about some of his new work that he's going to be working on coming up in the future. So
reach out to him and
see if he wants to come on and talk about some of the work he's going to be doing. I know he's going to be working on a movie, Dead Man's Creek, that him and some others are going to be promoting. Really awesome guy. Like I said, every time we go there, we see a lot of the stream folks. They're great meeting them.
And it's weird how we were talking about like the Black Av guys. Like every show they go to, it's like they are like devouring these cons, and like they always walk away with more people. I don't want to say in their pocket. They're not pulling like mobster moves, but they're really good at networking. That chances are every show they have at least one more recruit to be in something in the future.
Yeah.
So. But I feel like, not that we're on that level, but I noticed the last 2 or 3 shows, like sometimes we almost don't get to do a lot because every other person we run into, like, yo, what's going on? Like we end up in all these conversations. Sometimes it's just other people hanging out there, but it's just really sunk in this time. Like, oh shit, we actually like know people around here. Not even just the celebrities we stalk every other show, but it's like, yeah, other attendees, half the fucking vendors now. Instead of just doing a quick browse, we'll end up in a half-hour conversation with this guy and that guy every goddamn time.
Yeah, I felt like I was in multiple conversations for more than 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's not even as a complaint. It's for our wallets, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because the more we're talking to people, the less money we're spending.
Especially for me, but I was able to meet also...
You managed to multitask. You managed to talk your ass off and spend money.
Yeah. And I also got to meet Brett Wagner, who played Leatherface in 2003.
Oh, yeah, you got back-to-back Leatherface.
Yeah, I got Bill Johnson from Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw 2.
Yep.
Which I really love Texas Chainsaw 2. So he's one of my favorite Leatherfaces, and he was there along with Brett Wagner, who was Leatherface for Texas Chainsaw in 2003. What was that, Jessica Biel?
Yep.
And then they also had...
You got 2 of the top 3 Leatherfaces of all time.
Yeah, so between that, and those guys were awesome. I know there was the Leatherface there from Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Okay.
With Alexandra Daddario or whatever, I know that.
Yeah.
But I ran out of funds, so I hope to see him again. If he's there next time around. So, but yeah, I got to get,
yeah, it's one of the great, like you're collecting all the Jasons, all the Leatherfaces, and Freddy, you got 2 guys you need to meet.
Jackie Earl Haley.
The great Jackie Earl Haley from OnlyFans.
But I think between that, and I showed some love to the other folks there at the show, just to catch up and meet up. Nick Greystone does the podcast.
Yeah, he's another one that
Primal Scream.
Any time we pause near his desk, not that we try avoiding him or anything, but yeah, anytime we just even slightly pause, we're guaranteed a 15-20 minute conversation with him, because not only is he a cool guy, but he's one of those Italians, so he could fucking shoot the shit all day long.
Yeah, so between Nick and Josh Kills Petrino,
which we really need to get him on. We've been going back and forth with him for like all parties are interested, and for some reason we always fuck up scheduling with him.
Yeah, it looks like I know he was involved with the Ice Cream Man, the Eli Roth one that's coming out.
So
for the horror section,
that would be even a better reason to get him on sooner than later. So maybe we'll have to reach out on that one. Because the few times we talk to him, like we've motherfucked ourselves.
Yeah,
like
the special effects that he's been involved with Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3, the new version of Street Trash, Chillerama. The guy's he's got a long list.
What's the most important one of his?
What do you mean, Wrath of Becky? Oh, Chillerama.
Scare Package 2.
Oh, Scare
Rat
Package.
Chad's Revenge.
Oh shit. I forgot about that.
The only reason I remember is because I didn't know. You told me that.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, oh, shit, he did Brad Chad's Revenge. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Scare Package, too.
I'll never forget that movie.
Was that the second? That was the one with
Kelly
Maroney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that one.
But yeah, I remember, especially the first time we met him. And I feel like we were talking goddamn near an hour.
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes.
Like, I remember we walked away from his table, like, we should have just brought a mic and turned that on. Like, we just did an episode. My man's got fucking stories, and I hope we can remember to tap into those.
Yeah.
If we ever get them on, because...
Yeah, he did an animated series that he was involved with, directing an episode with Robert Englund.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
But he had given... I was like, hey, so what's your proudest accomplishment out of all this? And he's like, shit, I don't know, like... that's the one I want you to sign. Like, that would be the one I want to put in the horror podcast room.
Yeah, in our green black hallway staircase room.
Yeah, it's black. Yeah, he did the one special effects for the Wrath of Becky. So I got that 8x10 signed by him. So yeah,
right.
You know, it was a long day. We were there from start to finish. We were there from 10 to 6.
Normally either the PA ones or the Edison one. I mean, it's not like it's a drive-by, but we'll stick around for like half to 2/3 of the day because we usually take in a lot of shit by that point. You know, in some cases, spend enough money, and then, you know, we got the commute and also. But yeah, we got there, it was like 5 after 10. And yeah, actually, it was talking to your boy Rich. It was, and I remember you asking him, like, oh, what time are you closing today? And he's like, everything closes down in 20 minutes. We're like, fuck, we were here the whole time.
Yeah.
Not complaining, it blew by.
Yeah.
Because again, like, it took us half the day just to do a full lap through everything.
Well, between that and the conversations we were having.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, every time we went to take a lap through, like, the vendor area, like, we would get tied up in a conversation, and then for whatever reason, we would all right, let's go back and talk to the celebs again. And then it was like, oh, shit, we still haven't checked out all the vendor stuff. And then we would go back, get caught up in another conversation. It was like, oh, all right, now we're going to go back. It was just weird. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you would have told me like 2 years ago, like, we would go to a convention, and again, even a lot of the regulars there that just go there to hang out, it was, I almost wish we had our own production company. So
yeah,
we're getting to know enough people that it's like, fuck, if we were making movies, I think we have a handful of people that would be willing to work with us.
We get our money's worth when we go to New Jersey Horror Con, I feel.
Lately, especially, yeah, it's at least been worth the price of admission.
And you got to meet Tracy Lords.
How did I forget to bring up Tracy fucking Lords?
Bubbles.
To make up for the fact that I didn't get to meet. Yes, I'm intentionally saying this. One, because I do believe it, and two, because I know at least one person that is going to be raging over this if this person were to be listening right now. But the Buffy. The one and only Buffy.
Christy Swanson.
Yes.
She had to cancel.
And she had to cancel, but luckily Tracy Lords, even though she was already booked, it wasn't like she was a replacement, but meeting Tracy Lords took some of the sting out of meeting BB/Buffy. So,
yeah, I was really bummed, and I know she's going to be at a couple more shows coming up for New Jersey Horror Con.
I think she's at the Sideshow.
Sideshow coming up in June.
And they have her for the next full show too, right?
Yeah.
I thought I heard that.
September, I think.
Because I remember hearing like, oh, fuck, she had to cancel. And then I go on their page and they already had her announced for the Sideshow. Yeah. So I don't know if that was already set up or if it was like, all right, well, if you got to cancel, can you at least give us this? And then eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tracy Lords is, that was another moment of.
Your childhood.
Yeah, I got a little choked up. I think I kept my composure, but of course I was not that I'm the only one with a story like this. It's Tracy fucking Lords. I was just another creep in the lineup there because one of my first Spencer's poster moments, 14-year-old me, and I was like, I don't know who this is, but she's fucking beautiful. And yeah, and then I think it was like a year or two later, I didn't make the connection at the time, but I got the lore, semi-pun intended, of Tracy Lords and who she is and where she came from. And it was like, oh my God, that's fucking amazing. And one of the pictures she had there to be signed was the 8x10 version of this fucking poster. And I told her, coming there, like, when I knew I was going to get a chance to meet her, it was like, all right, do I want her to get her signed Blade or Zack and Miri? Even though I was kind of leaning towards Zack and Miri because it was really cool that I think Kevin Smith told the story of how she reached that point, like that shit's so in her past, like the idea of her, having ever been an adult actress and that he called her up to be in a movie about making adult films. But apparently when she saw the script and she's like, you know what, this looks like a really fun time. So knowing that she has that kind of sense of humor and all that. So I was leaning towards doing that. As soon as I saw that she had the mini version of that fucking poster, I told her, I said, yeah, 14-year-old me would kick my ass if I didn't get this one signed, even though I was leaning towards this. And yeah, when I walked away, she's really nice, little hug and everything. And then she's just like, well, I hope you and your 14-year-old self are very happy. And I was like, yes. So yes, I was just another creep in the building.
Yeah.
All things considered, yeah, it was a great day. It was a productive day. In some cases, it was an expensive day.
Yeah, I think I dropped a K.
Really, that much?
Between the autographs, meet and greets, and the new toys I got to bring to the studio.
I didn't even think of, like if you take in all the things, because it's like, oh, you didn't spend that much at that one place. And then I realized.
It definitely did not meet what I spent for the Return of the Living Dead Monster Mania.
Yeah.
But still a lot. But
yeah, that was another biggie. But
I think this was the big one I was going to go to anyway this year, that I knew that I wanted to. There was a lot of people I wanted to meet at this one, especially when they had a lot of the leather faces there too. So
yeah,
I thought it was fun, well worth it.
So yes, New Jersey Horror Con, great time.
Yeah, I probably won't be heading until the next one until.
So what's this? The August show?
Yeah, Monster Mania coming up in August.
Yeah, fucking Malcolm McDowell.
Robert.
Hopefully
Englund,
he'll be easier to meet than Robert.
Heather Langenkamp, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh yeah, Geezer Butler, fucking Ward.
Doug Bradley's going to be there. Ashley Lawrence.
Both Franks. With and without
Oliver
skin.
Smith. Sean Chapman. Ken Kersinger is going to be there. Jonathan Breck, who played Jeepers Creepers.
The Creeper. Don't hold it against him that his director was a piece of shit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's... Because I was going to mention earlier about... We always talk about the more laid-back atmosphere of New Jersey Con over Monster Mania. Like, their security's way more tight with Monster Mania.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it doesn't... I don't feel like it allows for more intimate interactions.
Oh, definitely not.
How we have always said with New Jersey Con, like... There's times that you get some people who are popular enough, like it's not because nobody's at their table and they have nothing better to do, but they just need to like get up and roam around and they'll mingle. And if you stop them and be like, hey, how's it going? Like, they're not going to be like, oh, get the fuck out of my way and all. I feel like Monster Mania, it's almost as if like it's some like the fucking president or some shit.
Yeah.
And like Social Security, like don't look at them in the wrong way and don't do this, don't do that. It's I don't know. There's like a strictness. But, like in the case of this, especially this show, they got some fucking names.
Well, I remember the one time we went, I think it was a 3-day pass, and it was like Friday night or something. We all got 3-day passes.
Is that the one where you got the VIP?
No, this was the one before. This is where you had your flub with Heather Langenkamp. And
I wasn't a flub. Jane Levy was a flub.
You blacked out a little bit with Heather, but...
yeah, Heather, there were accusations made of... Nothing inappropriate, nothing illegal, just my mental state at that moment, and no, I was just that drunk in the moment.
Yeah.
But
it was like a Friday night, and we were in the pavilion, and it was like getting close to closing. It's like the last half hour, and Amanda Weiss was there.
Yeah. And see, she was much, because to me, not only do you have Tina, you have the moment that made me... Watching Tina die in that horrific way at fucking 11 o'clock at night, like that's the moment I became a horror fan.
Right.
Between that and Better Off Dead, I feel like I should have almost been more scared to meet her. And it was like, no, it was totally cool. Walked in, hey, big fan of your stuff. And we talked for a few minutes. Like Heather, I just,
Yeah, but I just remember that, like, the security wasn't crazy. It was just like... Everybody all went to bed. They all went to they were like closing up shop in there, and everybody was like putting stuff. You see Ashley and Doug are like right next to each other.
Yeah,
and like you could have went up and just had a conversation, and I think we ended up doing that. I was just like, hey, was talking to Ashley Lawrence out of nowhere, and was like, oh, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
we'll be back here all day, and
that's when she knew she had to get her artwork ready.
Yeah,
for when we came back.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I want to meet her again. I mean, she was awesome, but. I said, I was too focused on like picking out something for her to sign and all that. Meanwhile, you guys are in the corner getting you're getting her art fucking museum tour.
The best way to go for those horror conventions usually is you go later in the day, especially like the main day was Saturdays or late like Friday. Like nobody goes Friday night. So if you really have somebody you want to meet, you can go Friday night. And when it gets close to where they're like in the last hour, nobody's really around. And
of those that even show up, yeah, most of them don't stick around till the end. They might.
Do you remember how long you stood in line for Shawnee Smith?
Yeah, it was like 3 hours.
Okay. So then last year I had the VIP for Monster Mania.
Yeah.
And there was nobody in the room. It was like 6 o'clock. It was about to close. They're going to have the Q&A sessions with Eli Roth and the Return of the Living Dead crew and stuff. And it was just like us in the room, and there's like Shawnee Smith. And I was like, well...
Wasn't there like one other person?
There's one other person.
Wrapping up with?
Right. And I was like, well, if this is the time to go meet Shawnee Smith, let me catch her when she's doing the last person. And guess what? Had a blast.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't have to use my jump the line or anything. And if you go later in the day, and if they're even there on Sunday, Saturday's the busiest day.
Yeah.
You go Friday or Sunday, especially Sunday late. I remember Gina Davis's line was like huge, and then we ended up doing that movie shoot.
Yeah, Sunday night. It was just like, she's still here. Everybody went home.
There's like three people in line. Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
3 people in line for her. And
like I was in and out with her in like 10 minutes.
yeah, and a lot of people are like closing out for the day. Like their biggest day is Saturday.
Yeah.
Usually, but
So that is one of the perks of getting like the weekend pass.
yeah.
Is, you know, if you take full advantage of that, and to the point where you're hanging out at like the more odd times and all, you could probably get a lot more shit. Yeah. Until you're mentioning this now, it never registered with me.
Yeah.
I noticed, but yeah, I didn't think of that.
I don't think even on most of the days. If
I'm going to
had-
cut this
if
out.
had-
I don't want to give anybody else's life hack because I want to try it out next time.
We got the 3-day passes, and I was just like, no, I'm just gonna get my shit signed on Friday and Sunday if they're here.
Yeah.
I don't really need to meet them. I'd rather go around and mingle and see what I can buy from vendors.
That's why the only reason I got the weekend pass that time when Tobin Bell was there.
Yeah.
And I figured, you know what? I'm going to go on Friday, see what... Oh, yeah, it was my 2 big ones were Tobin Bell and Lauren Rivera.
Yeah. And you got to meet
And
both of them. The Friday night, I remember you were there for Lauren.
Yeah, so I got to meet her, Friday, and then I was like, well, shit, there's half my mission on. Then I looked at it as, even if I got to hang out all day to meet Tobin, because that was another one. You got there before they opened, but you were still in line for like quite some time. And
Yeah, you beat me there.
even then, and it was great too, because, you know, Joe knows how my bladder is, so he came and held my spot so I can go piss once or twice. He was my piss backup. Guess that makes us piss pals.
What's your name? He'll write it on the wall.
Yeah, but even that, you know, I got there early enough. I think by like 12, 1 o'clock, I was indulging in the rest of the con and all, so... Fuck, you're gonna make me buy a weekend pass again.
Yeah, I can't afford to go to Monster Mania this year.
I mean, I can never afford any of these,
yeah.
but at the very... Because with Robert, he's another one. You got to buy a specific ticket to meet him, right?
No, you can get in line, but you might not meet him.
Oh,
The
okay.
line's long, and you VIP, you'll go first.
Maybe I got Peter Criss burned in my head, but I thought with Robert it was another thing. Or maybe it was an option. You could get a Robert VIP pass for like 10 grand, and, you know, that'll guarantee you can walk up to him at any given moment. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Because I would love to meet him, but then also Malcolm McDowell. So, yeah, I might have to do that again. Get the weekend.
Malcolm McDowell from Abnormal Attraction.
That too. Of course, I've been hooked ever since Clockwork Orange. Not that I was around when that came out, but by the time I did see it, it's like, he is just fucking amazing. And like all the things, even though he's still suffering physical damage from that movie. But
And playing Loomis.
I didn't hate his... Maybe in part 2, his Loomis sucked. As in, like, Loomis as a person sucked.
Yeah.
Not that he did a bad job with it, but yeah, he was a fucking asshole. Not that by part 4 or 5, you know, Pleasant's Loomis wasn't a shitbag either. I think, wasn't Danielle the one that brought it up? Like, Loomis cracked so hard he was using Jamie as a fucking human shield. Like, fuck, I never thought of that. He was an asshole.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, that was consistent. Just Rob Zombie made it happen in 2 movies instead of 5. He condensed it and threw in a one wide horse. But yeah, conventions, you know, we're all obsessed with that shit. And looking forward to many more. So anybody within, I don't know, whatever distance is your threshold, and you're ever want to visit the Jersey area, if you're not already here, come by and check us out. Chances are at least one of us are going to be at any of these, again, especially those 2, but we've been spreading out in the, the wider blast zone of cons.
Yeah. I'm always game for New Jersey Horror Con. It's easy to get to. It's a little more intimate.
And again, these are like the big 2 that we regular, but yeah, I think this one's definitely always been our favorite.
Yeah.
Because again, they may not have as huge a guests, but I don't know. Like we've always said, it just feels more personal.
Yeah.
Even though it felt a little congested this time, but you still got that. It still had the soul of a New Jersey con.
Yeah. It smelled like New Jersey. Jersey. Fucking Jersey.
So I was getting ready to bang this broad, and she said, "Kiss me where it smells funny." So I took her to New Jersey. Oh!
Broadcast completed.
You've been listening to What an Excellent Day for a Podcast. Be sure to come on down to excellentdayforapodcast.com.